So, Ms. Teresita, Ate Ging, again, salamat kaayo and please stay on for the rest of our hearing, lalo na kung may ibang mga issues na ma-raise na gusto rin naming itanong sa inyo. At this point po, our next witness is Yulia Tartova, a former pastoral and victim survivor of sexual abuse at the hands of Apollo Quiboloy. She's joining our hearing live from Ukraine. Just to refresh our memory, let's listen to Yulia's video. And after that, she is here to answer any other questions that we might have. So let's just view again Yulia's video at that time as alias Sofia.
I was about 21 years old. It was 2014. And
where did you stay?
I stay in a dorm, like a building, a separate building. And most of the people there was Ukrainian.
Tell me how your relationship with Pastor Quiboloy developed or unfolded.
At first, our relationship was very good, very warm, very friendly. I didn't feel everything like, oh, he's like me. No, there's nothing about that. And transfer me in one room. I live with the Jack Roy. She's pastoral and one of the closest, like she's very close to pastor. And I live with her in one room. And little by little, some girls like Jack Roy and other girls of pastorals are Filipino. They used to fellowship to me like, are you ready to sacrifice everything to God, to the Father, like pastor? Of course, I already sacrificed. I leave my job, I leave my school, I leave my friends, my parents. I already sacrificed a lot of. So what do you mean? I cannot understand, because I already sacrificed and it's the life that I choose and I live, and I believe that this is God's way for me. So, and they were just like, even your body you can sacrifice. When he see that there is no Ukrainian girls and I'm alone, so he start more and more to talk to me. Are you want to sacrifice? Are you want to sacrifice everything, even your body? I'm very innocent. I really didn't. Nobody talked to me like straightly that this is what will happen. And I remember that time came, and Atejak came to me in the night, and she said, I want you to massage pastor's feet before he sleep. When Atejak called me for night to massage him, I didn't think that this is what will happen, even though I was nervous. And she saw that I'm crying, but I'm still do what they want me to do. I wake up, I put this pajama and I'm crying, I'm scaring, and it's night, and they put me, because I never stay in the pastor alone in the night, in the dark, and I was nervous. It was big room, and before room there is a little room. So Atejak lead me there, and she said, go in pastor's room. And I just stayed in this little room because I was scary and I was crying, and pastor was waiting for me till he realized that I'm not coming, and he by myself went out and pulled me in his room. And I was like scary, and he said like, massage my feet here, 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 and then little by little, and I was very nervous, and it was dark, and suddenly he started to move my hands to put on his. He said massage here, and I said, oh my God, okay, and I massage. And after that, little by little, he just turned to me and he removed my clothes. And I even can, because I was very shocked. I was like, I cannot explain, because I was nervous. If this is what happened, he just removed my clothes and have.
Women below the age of 18 years old, were they also being used?
Yeah, I didn't know about this for how many years till before I left Philippines. I heard from other, like, she's very close to pastor. She grew up with him. She's a senior there, and she's pastoral. And I heard that, oh, you're crying, because I always complain about this pastoral's ministry. And she said, oh, you're crying that you're pastoral. At least you're mature, but I become a pastoral in 12 years old. This is time when I was like shocked. The next day when I heard this, that become a pastoral and 12 years old, I started to fight with pastor and ask why, is it normal?
Miss Yulia? Miss Yulia, I think your audio is still muted. Could you please unmute?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Miss Yulia. Thank you for joining us in the hearing.
Thank you
Can
for
you hear
inviting me.
us?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Yulia. Before some of my follow-up questions about your the previous video and also with your presence with us today, could I just quickly ask, in the video you mentioned a Jack Roy. Can you confirm if she is here today in the hearing? If she is to the right or to the left of Pastor?
I cannot hear,
You
see
cannot
the
see.
video. Yeah, but she's present there. I saw her.
She's present. Is she to the right or to the left of Pastor?
I don't remember. I have to check.
You cannot see the video of the
Yeah,
there.
she's yeah.
Can you confirm where if Jack Roy is
Right
here?
between Attain Grid and Ipoh.
So is she the one on camera right now with glasses?
Yes, yes, she's the one.
So that's the Jack Roy you mentioned in your previous video.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yulia. How many Ukrainian pastorals did Quiboloy have when you were there?
It's about 10, I think.
10.
Uh,
All right, including yourself. So 10. You and about nine
Yeah,
others.
about 10. Yeah, not if I will count. Yeah, it's about 10.
About 10. All right. And what do you think would happen if you refuse to have sex with Apollo Quiboloy? What do you think would happen?
Actually, we try to to avoid this kind of service, but because when you believe that he is the Son of God, and you will do whatever he wants us to do. And if you afraid, like if you will try to, excuse me, I didn't practice my English for a very long time.
It's all
If
right.
if you will try to deny, they will punish you. And there is a lot of really psychological instrument that they will use on you. That even one day will not be enough to mention everything. They will punish and call us, scold us for a meeting, and put us in shame, that saying that we are ungrateful because pastor give us everything and you just don't want to give, sacrifice your body like Jesus Christ sacrificed. And of course they always will use the Bible as an instrument to convince us to do it. And they always in the same time they want us to feel, to twist our mind to feel that this kind of service, it's a very big privilege, so we will be willing to do it with our will. So he will say that there, because nobody can deny that there is a pastoral ministry, even Mr. Quiboloy himself. And everybody knows that only girls and young and beautiful women are included there. And everybody knows, nobody can deny, even the full-time workers, that we all live separate from any others, under the same roof. Our rooms are next to him, so he have free access to every room, to each room, and nobody can nobody know his life behind the door. That's why there's no full-time workers that know what is happening there. So when you try to, like for example, there was several times that I tried to deny this ministry of sleeping with him, because we have a schedule, like, and he will be the one to put the schedule. Who will be the one tonight? And Jack Roy, in my time, it was her ministry to invite girls to pastor's room. And actually to invite the girls to this ministry, to pull them in his room. And
Miss Julia, you told us something very important. You said that nobody can deny that there was such a thing as a pastoral ministry. You told us that twice. And you said that if you refused to give those kinds of service, that sexual service, as you tried to do several times, that you would be punished, including
Yeah.
through psychological instruments. Yes, you
Yeah.
said that they
Yeah.
they could try to twist your mind. What kind of psychological punishments and what other kinds of punishments did they impose on you if you tried to deny this kind of sexual service?
Like as I said, there was a schedule, and there is one time I tried to deny because one day he said that I will change my rule, so I will not be the one to call you. Who will be the one tonight to present yourself to me? But I want you to be voluntarily to come to the Jack and to put yourself in the list. And me and some other Ukrainian girls whom I know, we we never go and put our names in the schedule. And then, because he said, Mr. Quiboloy said that I want to see those who are really doing that willingly and who is not. And me and some other girls have a separate room in pastoral ministry. And after he waited 1 week, 2 weeks, or about 1 month, I don't remember exactly, but there is such a time that nobody from us asked to do this ministry. And then he started to come by himself. Like, for example, he had the key of each room, and just in the middle of the night, he come to my room and have sex with me. Then, and you cannot run away. You cannot say I don't want, because if you say I don't want, he said, you didn't overcome your flesh, and if you will not obey, you will go to hell, like things like that. And other night, we have all dinner together, and I feel that by the way he look at me, I understand that this night he might come. So I didn't sleep in my room. I go in other room, and in the middle of the night he was looking for me, and he find me in girls in the room. The girls live all together. So because in my mind I thought that he will not come if we are many, but he come and he said, you have 5 minutes to come back in your room, and if you will not come, you will have a problem in the morning. So different kind of instrument they used. I know there is, like, for example, other girls who said that, and also me, I use this as an instrument. Like, for example, it's the time to serve, and I will say I cannot do it because I have menstruation, and because we are mature, they didn't do these cruel things that they have done to the girls that they're younger. So Atjag came to the girls and said, I want to check your panty, if there is napkin or not. And the girls just remove their pants to prove that they're not lying. So of course he know that we are not willing that to do it, and we are forcing that to do it, and we don't want to do it. But
Yes.
he likes the most girls he like. It's those who try to deny, because he said, "I want you to overcome your flesh. I want you to be on the next spiritual level when flesh are nothing to you." Like for example.
And after all, you said that Pastor had free access to the rooms. He even had keys to the rooms. So about the schedule that you mentioned, Miss Yulia, do you mean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? It was a young girl or a young and beautiful woman. No rest day. Every day there was somebody scheduled.
Yeah, there's for every night he never stay alone, and all the girls that were living in pastoral area, they like they have this kind of ministry. Someone have just several times to experience that, and some have to do it like all the time, like almost every week.
And you also mentioned another important thing earlier, Miss Yulia, that nobody, even some of the full-time workers, nobody knows pastor's life behind those doors, behind the doors of the pastorals. You also mentioned Jack or Jacqueline Roy as your groomer. How did she groom you?
At first, it's a long story, because in order to do it, it's not a very quick way. So I will try to make it short.
Yes,
Like
please.
when I was in transfer to a pastoral area and I started to live with Atejak, I was very new. I even didn't know English, any word of English, and he was very in hurry to pull me in pastoral to pastoral ministry. And there was one time Atejak, it was night, and she called me and she said like he wants to talk to you. And I came to his room, and he have Russian Bible. He opened Russian Bible, and because he cannot talk to me in English, and he said, I want you to read this verse in Russian. So I opened this Bible, and there was a verse, I don't know how to say it in English, translate in English. It's about, there's a scripture about to sacrifice your body. And he was trying to ask me, are you ready to sacrifice like your body? And he put his finger on the bed, because we were sitting on the chair before the bed. And he showing to the bed, and he started to pull me. And then I was, because I was very new and everything that I know about him was good. And I get scared, I get shocked, because like in my mind, this is really what he mean by pulling me to the bed. And I run away from the room, and there's a garage in front of Bible school. But in that time there was Sampayan, a big place with a lot of stuff. And I ran away, because where I can go? I'm in other country. Where I will go? So I ran away, and I hide myself there. And I was just crying, because I was thinking how to go home. I get a problem, and who can help me to go out of this? And then when it's already morning, of course, I have to appear, where I cannot stay there forever. And when I come back to the room, Atejak was very mad to me. and they said that you run away from him, you don't have any respect to the Son of God, and they start to let me feel that I'm guilty. And then I guess they realized that it's too early for me. I'm not ready yet. I'm not still not brainwashed that I can do it. So they explained that. They called me again and they said, "You don't worry. This is you," because they saw my reaction. They know that they cannot do it. I will just go away. And they said, "You don't worry. You didn't. You help me this word.
Misunderstood?
You misunderstood.
Ah.
He just want to try your faith, to know if your motive of coming here are really real. And they again use the verse of the Bible when Abraham sacrificed his son, and he said it was just like what he used to you, and this example.
Miss Julia.
It comforted me, and I said, "Oh, okay," because and then I again start to think good about him. Then the next level, we have a dinner, like few maybe weeks. Again, the next level, we have a dinner, and I have trauma in my back, and I was just talking like I have pain in my back, and Mr. Quiboloy, he put a joke, as I thought in the time. He said, "Don't worry, I have a healing hand. I will do massage for you, and you will be healed." And I was just we all laugh because we thought it's a joke. But when the night came, in the middle of the night, Kojc came with pastor to my room, and I was just sleeping. And he said, you said you have back pain? He want to massage you. And I said, no, I'm okay. I was just joking. He said, don't worry, just trust, because it's a big privilege if he will pray on you. And I said, okay. And I just lay down. She turned off the light and she go out from the room. And then Mr. Quiboloy came and he started to massage my back. And of course, I didn't feel comfortable, but I also cannot escape. And after that, he started to move his hands lower to my back. And I get scared. I said, no, I don't have pain there. Please don't do it. And he said, just relax, like things like that. And again, I ran away from the room. Again, I hide. Then the next morning, they spoke me again. Like, he wanted to pray on you. He wanted to heal you. And you just go away. So little by little, really, I cannot mention all, but I want you to get the point.
Miss Julia,
there is a lot of trick that they were using.
Miss Julia and colleagues, the minority leader has to leave. Salamat kaayo, Senator Coco, for attending. Miss Julia, before my last follow-up question to you at this point, I'd just like to quickly ask Miss Jacqueline Roy. Miss Roy, quickly lang po at this point, narinig nyo yung mga sinabi ni Miss Julia. Do you confirm what she said? Inaamin nyo ba yung mga sinasabi niya na kayo daw ang nag-groom sa kanya para kay Pastor?
Good afternoon po, Senator. I want to invoke my right to remain silent, and I'm also invoking my right against self-incrimination since nasa korte na po ito. Salamat po.
Alright, babalikan na lang po namin kayo para sa ilan pang mga tanong mamaya. Miss Julia, just for a last question from me at this point. Miss Julia, you sent us a copy of an audio file that came into your possession. Now, noting that the Philippines Republic Act number 9208 as amended grants immunity from liability to a victim of human trafficking who transmits a recording involving a violation of that law, and noting further that this audio file had been also circulating already on the internet, the committee will play this audio file now. So please stay with us, Miss Yulia, while we play the audio file.
I was about
ang makagamit sa inyo ang anak lang. Walay lain, maunay kabubuton niya. Ikaw, pani, may number 1 niya. Pag gilapas ni mo, imong gilapastangan ang balaod. At yun kang ulay ko kaluoy, pinagi sa duha o tulo ka saksi. Nabingwit na satanas doon. Gapakita sila sa inyo sa internet, malipayon sila, no? Ganong gapakita pa man sila diyan, malipayon sila. Kay di sila malipayon. Kato sila, gukuro na ko to. Abinag, tapos na ko sa ila. Pabayaron ko sila tanan. Kay naiutang sila sa ministry nako, naiutang sila sa kingdom. Mubayad to sila madali, madugay. It will take 5 years, it will take 10 years. It does not matter. Basta nakatutok sa ilang angel of death. When the opportunity presents itself, patay sila. Pila nakapastoral na naigo nga tapad sa kuwa. Iya pa ninyo. Di man niya ko mapasakitan, membro-membro lang. Pagka nakik-contact ng lalaki diha, nakik-sex ka na sa iya. Yatag mo na yung kaugalingon sa iya. Pag sa internet, I love you ka na, yatag mo na yung kaugalingon sa iya. Dato ko, nagsaliko sa imo, hatod na kung gugman ako sa imo, gitraidor ko nimo. Driver, gitraidor ko nimo. Kung sa'yo akong buhaton. Dato ko, para mabawi akong dungo kung sa'yo akong buhaton. Ikaw, ugang driver, patyun ta ka. Siguraduhin na ako, mamatay mo doon. Dito pa ako makabawi sa akong dungo. Mabita ang Muslim, doon ay honor killing. Dili na mo katalikodan ng ministry. Pwede mo mga matay. Pero yung pagtuo, pwede mo matalikod. Ginana kay gusto ninyo matalikod. Sulod daw mo NPA, be. Bisang kadre ka lang, sulod ka NPA. Pagka naka-lecture na kapila sa ilaha, di ka nakagawas. Pag di gawas ka, bukurong ka, patyon ka. Sulod mong mafia, sulod mong gobyerno sa Amerika. Pag gipasulod ka diya sa ilang CIA, gipasulod ka sa ilang FBI, gipasulod ka sa ilang NSA, nakabalo na ka sa ubang mga confidential niya. Tapos kalit-kalit mo talikod ka, di ka gukurong. Inani ang commitment na ako sa inyo. Wala na'y makatalikod sa inyo. Wala na'y makatalikod sa inyo. Wala na'y pwedeng mo traidor sa inyo. Pag nag-traidor mo, na'y magukod sa inyo. Patay jud mo dito. Kapahamakan ang inyong liantuan. I-implement po natin na. Anong unang-unahan ninyo na ba? Pakalaluman ninyo ang pangunang-unahan ninyo sa ministry na ako. May pamilya mo. Ikaw pa ni, may inahan ka din, may suon ka. Katuloy suon ni mo. Pati lang imo isuon sa gawas. Kung doon natanan, wala ibili na na. Hinana ka lalo ang commitment nato dire. Pero nag-communicate mong lalaki, pagkatapos mag-report mo sa kuwa dire. Samtang niya mo sa akong balay, ang gusto na ako dire, may yung tumanon. Dili mo pwedeng mutuman dire sa gusto ninyo, nga dili na ako gusto. Kapuyon kung mga yun ang animal, anak putang satanas dire ba? May ibog ko ng mga moros, ng mga Muslim. Na yung mga babae sila magpa-prostitute sa ilang mga warriors. Para mawala ang stress. Ina na ko ang iyong weakness sa lalaki. Ilabay ninyo na kay di na nakabubutol sa mahan. Kay gi mo na mong pastoral para sa anak lang mo.
Miss Yulia, before my questions to you about this audio file, Mr. Quiboloy, huwag kayong mag-alala. Magkakaroon din kayo ng oportunidad na magresponde. Didigin lang natin makasama lahat ng mga victim survivors testimonies muna. At bahagi din po ito ng karapatan nyo marinig yung mga akusasyon laban sa inyo bago kayo magresponde. Yulia, is this the file? Is this the audio file that came into your possession?
Yes.
Yes. Do you recognize the voice speaking in the audio file?
Yes.
Whose voice is that?
This is the voice of Mr. Quiboloy.
Okay. And well, I know that you don't understand Bisaya so well, but do you have a sense of what he was saying in this audio file?
Yeah, because I experienced like the girl that he is talking about.
Mm-hmm. Only if you know, is Pane Stephanie
Yeah.
Ibarra?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
Who is
Ibarra.
Stephanie Ibarra?
Stephanie Ibarra is main senior in the kingdom, and she is main assistant of Mr. Quiboloy, like the one who like always guide him everywhere. Like, and he also she also have access to his room the same as Mr. Quiboloy have access to her room. So
Okay. Was she also your groomer? Was she also your groomer, like you said Jacqueline
no,
Roy was? No.
no, she was not my groomer. No.
All right.
And why I know you asked me, can you repeat the question, please? How I get idea what he's talking about in
Yes.
this audio, even though I don't understand English, because I
Mm.
experience a lot of things in the ministry. And for example, the girls have some lapses there. For the world, it's a normal thing. Like, for example, they want to chat some voice or something. Like, it's not a crime. But according to the standard of and rule that were in the pastoral, it's a big crime that he will punish them. And I witnessed how Stephanie was several times, only in my time, she was trying to leave the ministry. And
Stephanie
every,
Ibarra or Pane was trying to leave the ministry.
yeah, she was
All
trying
right.
to leave the ministry. And every time she tried, they very in brutal way, in very arrogant way, they will put her back to be always loyal to Mr. Quiboloy as his
How brutal and arrogant way.
Like, for example, there was one time she wanted to run away from the house of Manila. We stayed there, and before we have a concert day there, and we stay in worker's house.
Mhm.
And she wanted to run away. She jumped from the window together with her
Wow.
luggage. And
How
when
high
they
was
found
the
out,
window?
I don't know really.
But she jumped from a window to escape.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was trying to go out because she know that in her position in the kingdom, she cannot say that. Can you release me? I don't. I'm full. I'm fed up. I want to go out. She know it's not possible.
Mhm.
And
Why wasn't it possible?
because like as I said, she is like his trophy, and he said like even to us, like if she will leave, how I will handle the other girls, because she is like she used her as example that must be loyal, that must be single, and he said that if I will let you to do it, it will be like like it will bad reputation on me, because
Why was she Quiboloy's trophy?
because this is her position in the kingdom. Because when you are in the pastoral ministry, the main goal is to become a leader, because most of the leader in the kingdom are women. And he always said that all these girls must be a leader and must be single because we sacrifice our life through the body of Quiboloy. And he didn't want to lose anyone, especially Stephanie, because
So especially Stephanie.
and because after they left, of course they have a lot, they cannot control them anymore, and they know that anytime they can say what happened them, what they have experienced inside, because while you are inside and you know all these things that going on there, like
If
they're
Stephanie
afraid
or
that you,
Pane
as long
Ibarra
as you
was
will go
able to
out, you will.
escape, if she
She
was
was
able to escape, if Quiboloy could not control Stephanie or Pane Ibarra anymore, what would happen? Miss Julia? Yes.
I don't know because uh, to me and to us, it's nothing will happen. She will just live her own life, good or bad. It's depend on our choice on the way how
Yes.
we work on life. Because he always put the fear on us that if you will go out, you will become a prostitute. All the men will use you, and here only I using you, and you have this privilege. And he said, I will honor you, and in the world you will be dishonored, you will be lost, like to the you will be homeless. And this is what they are talking actually about us. Like for example, me, I came with a sincere heart to this ministry, and I didn't have any bad record inside the kingdom, except that I fight with Mr. Quiboloy about this pastoral ministry, because for me it was hard to adjust to this rule, because most of the girls in the pastoral, they came from a broken family or came from very young age that don't have example in life, that don't have a father, and especially when you're young and don't have experience in life, you can plant them the thinking that this is life, is normal, it's good. And when you don't have experience about other life in the world, you will really be afraid to go out.
Miss
And
Julia,
yeah.
yes. No, I know that you want to say something to Pastor directly. Here in the Senate, in the Philippines, we don't allow resource persons to talk to each other directly. You may only address the chair. So, if you want to say something directly to Quiboloy, please address it through me. For the record, please say, Madam Chair, this is what I want to say to Quiboloy, so that we can hear you and we can put your message to him on record. So please
Okay.
proceed.
Madam Chair, this is what I want to say to Mr. Quiboloy. When I came to the Philippines, I trust my life to you. You promised that you will put honor, dignity on us, and we trust that this is what will happen. And all of this time in this ministry, I was very honest to you. And if there was something that I understand, I always come to you and ask why. Explain me. So from the very beginning to the end, I don't have any bad records. I didn't show myself as a girl, cheap girl, and I always try to be on that level that you try to put on us. But because of this pastoral ministry, for how many years you know that I was trying to learn this way. But I always argue with you because I have a good example in my life. I have a family, there is a wife, there is a husband. I came 24 years old, I'm mature, and it was very hard to break my the way my view about what is the normal life, happiness must be. And I really try to broke myself to follow your rules in the kingdom, but you lead us in a very bad experience. For all these years, of course, I have a good experience and bad, and when everything is mixed up, it's very hard to analyze. When when you are on your emotional are like they will put you very high, they will put you very low, and you always on this wave. It's very hard to analyze the way you your true feelings, and they will think that the way you feel bad about this ministry, that this is immoral, but he tried to convince that this is the very high level. They made us doubt about our feelings, and I was there with the honest heart. And even before, like when what pulled me back from this ministry, because from this 6 years, as I said, I have a good and bad experience, and to the year of 2019, the bad experience was already more than a good, and I decided to leave. I made a letter through Athen Grid to pastor that I'm very thankful for all the experience that I have in the kingdom, because there's a lot of things that I love, like singing, worshiping, young congregation. I like to serve God, but I'm going out because I have doubt about pastoral ministry. I cannot tolerate it anymore, and I don't feel that I can do it. And this was the time of COVID, and I was in Ukraine that time, serving here. And because it was COVID, I went from the KLC workers' house. I went to my parents' house, and I stayed there for how many months? Because we didn't know. And this is again my thinking renew. Again, I see my family. I see, and I start to. There is no one who will influence me again, and I came to life. But even though the bad experience that I have, I still go with a thankful heart. And what they do to me, because I still watching, even though I go out, I still watching the TWP program. And in his TWP program, I didn't do anything bad. He said about me that if you will work as a prostitute the whole your life out of the kingdom, you cannot replace all these material things that I invest in you here. You compare me as a prostitute, and I'm here living like ordinary life. I have to, when I go out of the kingdom, I was almost 30 years old. Because of the kingdom, I was not able to finish my study. I was not able to build my own family. I was not able to have my career, so I can have something of my own. When you invest all your time, all your efforts, everything into the kingdom, and when you go out, you have nothing. And then in everything you do there, you do with a sincere heart. We never ask for payment. We never ask for salary. We go out from the empty hands, and still you are saying that we own you. Maybe this is you who own us, and you broke our
Thank you.
reputation even. And
Thank
he
you
started
very
to
much.
say very bad things about me to destroy my reputation, because he know that if I will go out in the way, in case if I will say what is happening there, my reputation will be destroyed and nobody will believe. This is what he always destructive that he do.
Yes.
And the last thing
Thank you
that I
very
want to
much,
say,
Miss Yulia.
1 minute, please, because
Yes.
I always argue about pastoral ministry, as I said, and especially when the minors came, because I cannot tolerate, and they know this. And I start to fight for these kids because they hide it from us. And it's a very long story. Maybe I will have an opportunity to tell everything. But
Yes, you can also
Mr.
submit
Quiboloy
it to us in
told
writing.
me, Mr. Quiboloy told me, Yulia, don't come near to my relationship with God, because this pastoral ministry, this is my ministry, and I know what I'm doing. If I will have a problem with this, I will be the one to solve it. But when problem to appear, he never face it, because he wants the other. He used people who even are not pastoral and don't know about his life. They don't know what he eat, what his arrangement in the. They don't know anything. And we, how many years we stay under one roof? We all.
Thank you
And
very much, Miss Julia.
uses not he's until now he's not solving this problem that he created. He wants the all kingdom nation to protect him. He want even this victim to make them as accomplishment protect him. But
Thank you very much, Miss
but
Julia,
I want
for
to
actually
face your
helping us.
problem.
Yes, you're helping us to find out what the problems actually were and see if through our laws we can prevent them ever happening again. So thank you very much, Miss Julia. Please stay on in our hearing in case we have other questions for you later in the hearing.